Hey guys, James and Leash here, super excited.
Woo!
We just got our banner, so we thought we would do a live.
On the,
Woohoo!
let me point it down a little bit. How is that? It's like the front of the book on a banner.
And it's
And
like
now
if
you
I
can
got
see
my
how
phone, I
we've
could
been
take a
photoshopped.
selfie.
Yeah,
It'd be like a
so
selfie
cool.
on a live with, it's too many.
But we did want to share some actual content
That's
today
right,
as well.
really
in
good
this.
stuff.
What I thought I'd share today is I skipped through to one of the case studies that we've got in this book. We've got a bunch of really awesome case studies because it's absolutely fantastic to learn from what other people are doing as well as just training. Really great to have excellent examples. And last night we ran the Geelong event, the first one of the actual travel tour that we're doing. Geelong, we had like 20 people in the room. It was a really fantastic vibe, great venue, really interactive, engaging audience, really, really fun. Perfect as the first one for this leg of the tour. And one of the fantastic people that was there, as well as a whole bunch of newbies, was one of our clients, Eileen, who is actually a case study in the book. So I thought we might just share quickly about one of the hot tips that Eileen gave us in here. And last night when we were speaking with Eileen, she even actually gave us a little update on some of what she had in here. Now, the thing that we've got in here, the gold from Eileen, she's done a heap of great stuff. She runs, 3 clinic locations, bunch of staff. And Eileen's real journey has been stepping out of so much hands-on treatment herself and into doing a lot of management of her staff and of the clinics, which she has done beautifully. Absolutely wonderful. She's a really great person. But what she's in here for specifically is this fantastic idea she had for getting stuff done, making it efficient to get jobs done around the clinic, admin things, as well as things like cleaning, all those little things that need to be done that can seem to take up so much time if they're just sitting there on a list waiting to get done. And do you want to...
Yeah. So I guess what I loved about Eileen, and this was, there's a bunch of stuff that we teach people all the time that, we kind of think we're kind of clever. We make something up and think, that's going to work. What I love about Eileen is this had nothing to do with us. And it's something that when I looked at what she did, I'm like, I wish that I had have thought of that when I was running my clinic.
Wish we could take the credit, but...
No, totally can't, which is why we put her as a case study in the book. Because what she did was realise that there were different time frames for the jobs that must get done at each location and in each treatment room in her clinic. She realised that some jobs need to get done daily, some jobs need to get done weekly, monthly or quarterly. And then she broke them down even more because we know that sometimes if we have a client come and they're half an hour late, she broke it down into half an hour chunks. And then she realised, well, sometimes clients are running 15 minutes late and they call you 5 minutes before and they say, I'm going to be 15 minutes late. So she broke some of the jobs down to 15-minute gaps. And sometimes you've just got an extra couple of 5 minutes here and there. And she broke that down to 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute chunks of time and utilized that really, really effectively across the 3 locations of her awesome clinic in Melbourne. And what I loved about it is that it's so efficient and it's so practical to go, when we've just got those little moments of time, we can stand there looking at Facebook and checking out funny cats or chatting to one another.
So tempting, because that's what we do naturally.
Exactly.
It's like, I've got 10 minutes.
Just whatever, that's nothing. I can't get anything done. However, in 10 minutes, you can clean around the frame of a massage table, down the bottom. You can, I call it the armrest or the drool catcher underneath the massage table. It seems to collect, and we had this in the support network a few weeks ago, it seems to collect an enormous amount of dust in there, and with the dribble and the snot and whatever else, happens to a non-massage therapist to massage therapist. It's like, it's a thing that happens, right? When you break that down and go, well, how long does that actually take if you do a great job? If you're going to get soap and water and stuff, okay, it's a 10-minute job. So it goes on the 10-minute list board. And for each location, the team that have worked that day, the staff that have worked that day, have to tick off what they've done. So that, let's say, for example, somebody has actually already done the vacuuming, you're not getting 3 people vacuuming in one day. So it's really, really effective in getting the other stuff done and in being able to get your staff doing stuff and just get it all done. Now, the cool thing about Eileen is that she doesn't do many of the hands-on treatments. What she actually does is, she was messaging us last week because she's in New Zealand. She goes and takes time away and she's teaching her staff that she's not there. And when she's gone, there is a real high level of excellence that is maintained and implemented while she's actually off on holidays. It's a phenomenal strategy, and she's done an amazing job.
She's got a lot of good things in place.
Yeah.
And the other thing she was talking about is how the staff actually like doing these things. It's almost like a game.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the list of monthly tasks, and it's broken down into 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute jobs. And then one staff member will come in, and between clients, they'll be like, oh, I knocked off 2 of the 15-minute jobs today.
Yeah.
And so then it's like a game. Before the end of the month, can we tick off everything that needs to be done this month? And if someone has a cancellation, this is something that also works really well. If you've got a cancellation, you want to know your staff member is still productive, right? You're paying them for the hour to be there. So what they can do is tick them off, and then actually on their timesheet say which ones they've done. So there's a little bit of accountability around tasks as well, even if you are working remote. Now, yeah, Eileen does check in with her staff. It's not like she just travels and everything is managed. She still manages it. She's the manager, which is an ideal place to be for her. It means the clinics do run with her supervision, but it's light touch of how that works. So, yeah, what a fantastic idea.
Awesome example.
And you can do it for yourself too, right? Yeah. Not just if you've got staff, but you can literally make 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute jobs on lists. And then you don't waste time. You don't get tempted to procrastinate when you're a little bit late. You're like, great, I can knock off 2 10-minute tasks. Tick, tick, job's done. Keep things nice and tight and efficient.
That's
really,
awesome.
Really good. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up.
Thanks,
there.
Christy.
That's cool. Is there anything else you want to mention today?
I think that was it, really. It's such a great case study. It's such a great story, and it's so practical. You know, it's we talk about mindset, marketing, and a bunch of different stuff. And what I love about this story also is that it is so practical. It's such an easy way.
I remember the other thing. This is why I wanted to talk about it, because last night Eileen was telling us that she had been describing how she does this to a family that she was visiting, and the mum is like, I'm going to use this for the kids.
Ta-da!
And she made like lists of 5, 10-minute, and 30-minute lists for the kids to do, the chores, and then they tick them off and they get points and they get pocket money and stuff. And I'm like, you can use this for anything.
The interesting thing is that what Eileen has found is that because the list is there, people actually want to participate. She is not standing there with a rod going, come on kids, we're going to go do all the washing. They're going, oh, really? Well, are these the jobs that are,
it's a really clear goal
that we have to do in our family for everything to function. We're getting washing done and dishes and, whatever. And it's the same in business. It's like sometimes our team just does not think the way we do. They really think quite differently. So for us to be able to go, oh, awesome, this is what you need to do, tick, job done, it makes it's great. It's really, really efficient. Cool. Awesome stuff, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Yoo-hoo! Or on tour if you happen to be coming there.
That's right. Waterfall Saturday. Woohoo! Woo!